the best position over here. Hugely correct.
Телеграм-канал «SOCCA Молдова». Подписывайтесь.
Delbicki's goal, the only difference, and it's nearly changed within a blink of an eye from Voskonovic. But it does remain Delbicki's goal that is the difference. Wow, that would have been some start from Lithuania, who just caught Poland a little cold there. Staneski was at full stretch down to his right-hand side to try and deny. Kaharski under pressure. Voskonovic. Kaharski away. Voskonovic is the man over that, and he's the one who had the strike from the restart. to Guskas. Staneski coming under pressure from Terendiev. Jasiak on the stretch. Oh, beautiful. Really, really nice drop of the shoulder from Jasiak just to get that back under control for Poland. Jasiak, the golden boot at the World Cup 2024 with 8 goals. Here's Kucharski. Well, that wasn't far off as Viraitis tips it over. A really solid hand from the Lithuanian keeper, though, to push this one over the bars. Kucharski let fly. In control, the Lithuanian keeper. Two and a half minutes into the second half, and it's been lively. Kucharski just poking it past the post. Novakovsky going to have to give him a little bit more room than that. Dambitsky not very happy to offer too much room to Lithuania either, but they get on with it. Long ball in search of Baltrimavicius, but Staneski holds Jasiak. Valukonis just watching him. Offers him the line and Jasiak takes it into Dambitsky. Loose ball collected though by Valukonis, who has to turn back to Zagurskas. And now Voskonovic. That's better from Lithuania. Nice controlled ball out, and that's a lovely little dink in from Zagurskas, and he can't quite believe that Valukonis didn't go for that. Staneski. Searching ball. Viraitis able to grab it. Zagurskas to Terendiev. Not kept in by Baltrimavicius, who had work to do there. That was a tough ask. Oh, in actual fact, it looks as though he did keep it in, and a touch from a pole gives him the kick in. So well played, sir. Zagurskas blocked by Jasiak. Terendiev asked to come onto the pitch. Zagurskas wasn't happy about something. Terendiev hits it towards the back post, who wants a corner. And gets a kick in instead. Zagurskas is the man who's come across. That was always a difficult one to get down by Terendiev, and harmlessly over the bar. Not a problem for Staneski. On comes Lepsky, the 22. Plays for Warriors Coventry. Kick in for Lithuania. Terendiev skipped inside but overturned by Kucharski. Novakovsky across to Jasiak. Misses the shot. Not very often you see Norbert Jasiak skying just the air and not the ball. Half volley over the bar from Jasiak. Kuharski. Lepski wants it, Lepski gets it, but just rolls down his neck, really, and a free kick's given. Stays down. Radoslav Lepski, who is a striker. Jasiak lines it up. Lithuania in conversation with each other about how they defend this, and they're going to go over a three-man wall. They know how dangerous Poland are and how dangerous Jasiak is. And to his left and right, you have respectively Kuharski and Piatkowski. Piatkowski! Saved by Viraitis. Strength from Jasiak is too much. And it's a free kick for the foul on Blaszkowicius. There's the strike and kept at bay by Viraitis. Kuharski looked up. Just think he wondered if the keeper was off his line or not there. Just for half a second. I reckon he was lining up the chip, but the keeper was firmly in his goal. Staneski to Jasiak. Not been tested enough though, Staneski. That's the only problem from a Lithuanian point of view at the moment, but it is only 1-0 at the moment. But here comes Jasiak, who might change it! And whistles it past the post. Oh, that's a few shots from Jasiak in the last few minutes. They can't keep giving him shots because he will strike it onto goal and into goal eventually. Doesn't need much invitation to pull the trigger. Dambitski up against Masenzovas, and it will be a Polish kick in. Linker across to Hat. Hat, who scored against Turkey in their 7-0 win out in Oman. Oh, Kuharski sends him for a hot dog. Corner. Nice controlled play from Poland. Dambitski wants a free kick, won't get one there. Final 10 minutes, Lithuania 1 goal behind. Thought it would be close. 4 goals conceded between the two sides in the group games. Meant that was probably never going to be a majorly high scoring game, and it would be tight, and there'd be an element of chess involved in the two sides. Lithuania, you just wonder where that goal is going to come from, who's it going to come from. Boskonovic and Darendiev have got 2 each to their name. Nauskas, Buzovicius and Patrimavicius all with 1 each. So there are a few who have registered, but just hasn't looked as though a goal's coming just yet for Lithuania. Only need 1 to take it to SOCCA penalties. Poland not guaranteed that place with Moldova just yet later tonight. Bienias scrambles around, and Viraitis able eventually to grab it. Strike comes in off the boot of Massentsovas. Fioraitis wanted a free kick, but they got that on the other end. They got the shot away, so can't have too many complaints to Lithuanian keeper. That's Petrovicius down there in the corner. Boskonovic. If he can get away and find a shot, he will do that. No way through so far, and that's going to be Poland's ball, and it was really well worked by Christian Nowakovski. Two Nowakovskis in the side, Milos the other at number 5. Oh, lovely feet! And almost a goal that David Linker would have deserved with that bit of skill. Referee says get up to both as the two players go to ground, and it's a goal kick for Poland. Soft from Kucharski. Boskonovic did stand up, but there he goes, back up. Theatrical from the Polish sweeper. Jasiak saved. Into the final 7 minutes. Poland, as it stands, heading through. Corner for the side in red. In fact, no, it's not. Linker thought it was. He's asked to move the ball back. Kucharski. Linker to Staneski. Keeper's chip finds a yellow shirt. Good tenacious work from Boskonovic to get it under control. Here's Derendiev. Fioraitis. Nearly found a way through. Petrovicius was trying to get a touch on it as well. Zagurskas. Boskonovic. Derendiev. Does well to get past Jasiak, but no foul given. And Derendiev in strong. Good response. Element of frustration from Derendiev, as you may have saw. Approaching the last 5 minutes of the second game in the last 16. Lovely long ball from the keeper down to Hat. Chased down by Petrovicius, but not kept in. Linker and Kucharski linking. Staneski. Linker. Jenias. On the right foot, wide. Where is this moment going to come from for Lithuania? Not from there. Jasiak coming to step over the LEDs to retrieve the ball. Poor touch from Jasiak, but he works really hard and does brilliantly to get it again. Oh, almost fed it through for Linker. Here's a chance perhaps. Well defended by Poland. Linka. Kucharski drifts past Lashkevicius into the area. Big chance for Poland. And Derendiev gets there, gets it away. That looked like it might be it. Derendiev to the rescue. Zaguskas goes long. It's not a bad ball. Out though comes Staneski quickly. Skonovic to Zaguskas. Derendiev. Up towards the edge. Tries to get the return. Derendiev goes to ground. Lithuania want a free kick. Nothing given. Zaguskas. Derendiev. Zaguskas again. Good feed. Zaguskas! You wondered where it was going to come from. They needed a moment of inspiration, and they found it from their skipper, Zaguskas, who linked up brilliantly with Derendiev. And there's his trademark celebration. Just 2 minutes left to go. And Lithuania have pulled back level against Poland. And it looks like it might go to SOCCA penalties. And you can guarantee now that Poland will throw the kitchen sink at this. They won't want a shootout. No way. And that is why it's crucial to keep that scoreline down. Lithuania haven't looked like scoring, but they've kept themselves in it. They've given themselves a chance. They've got themselves a chance, and they've scored it. Poland haven't really been brutal enough attackingly against Lithuania, but Lithuania, as they always are, so difficult to penetrate. Derendiev keeping out what looked like it might have been a match winner just a minute or two ago, and then at the other end he links up with Zaguskas, who equalises. And we are into the final minute. Lithuania have a free kick. Voskonovic will be interested because he can hit one. Those 3 red shirts, though, are going to narrow that angle significantly. Voskonovic off the foot of Piakovsky and out for the corner. And Lithuania have a good chance to win it with 30 seconds of normal time to go, with the ball at the over end in the Polish territory. Zaguskas taking his time, asked to hurry up by the German referee. I think they're just trying to find some room outside so that perhaps Voskonovic could whack it, but they've taken it back, Poland, and here they come, the side in red. Shot comes off of a yellow shirt, cleared away hurriedly by Zaguskas, the captain and equaliser for Lithuania. Staneski. Jasiak gets past Derendiev, and Jasiak can so often be the man in those kind of situations to light the touch paper. Delbitsky, Kucharski in added time. Kucharski. Jasiak will strike one, and he will strike it wide. Edging closer to SOCCA penalties. Full-time whistle. Lithuania will be really pleased with that. All credit to them. They've kept Poland at bay, and they've just worked and ebbed away to try and find that leveller, and they got it just in the nick of time through the number 9 Zaguskas. There's no extra time in these knockouts. This one's going to SOCCA penalties. Lithuania and Poland will be back on the pitch shortly to take those, both with a place against Moldova at stake.
This is not my